Hi guys, it's Christina with the Geocache family. We are out in our greenhouse number 1, which we refer to as Bunny Greenhouse, or husband calls it Casa Verde, even though it's not green anymore. And we are starting to prep soil and spacing and whatnot for this next year. Last year was our first year, but it's going to be referred to as test year 0, because we had no idea how things were going to grow out here. And now that I know that stuff does amazing, and that I have Manure Makers by the gazillions, thanks to my friend Jeannie, who wished 500 of them on us, they are fertilizing in here and making bunny gold. And we keep moving them around inside here to start amending soil. So we are laying out the beds. I said this last year, but for any of you guys that are new, that are following us, these greenhouses are 30 feet wide by 100 feet long. So we went ahead and decided that for this next year, we're going to do 6-foot wide beds. So I don't know if you can see the little green string yarn. They're 6 feet wide with a 2-foot-ish, actually it's not quite 2 feet gap. It's a rake and a half, basically, which is what we did last year too, in between. But the difference is, last year I only had one main walkway coming down the middle, and now we're going to have 3. So we'll have one here, one there where the orange cord is, and then one more there. But when I come through here, we're going to set the beds up so that I don't have things intermixed. Last year, I had like the flowers mixed in with my tomatoes, mixed in with my peppers, whatnot, because that's what I did in my urban garden. We're changing that because this greenhouse is going to be flowers and the store. Our homemade gifts that we're going to make are going to be in like the first 1/3 of the greenhouse. And so ideally these beds are going to go all the way down until it hits those cinder brick shelves, which are going to be turned this way, so that it blocks off customers from coming back on this side. This side of the greenhouse, as I rotate around here, okay, so storefront up that way, and then the back side here is going to be all the flowers that we grow for, if there's interest from the florists in town, for them or for us to make bouquets. The hope is to keep them fresher from birds and insects, kind of more protected from hail, elements, and things like that, so that they're premium flowers. So that's kind of the goal for the flowers in here. And then the storefront side will just be all the handmade stuff up that way. Then behind me, this way, outside of this greenhouse, behind our pavilion, I will have the U-pick garden. And so the babies that I start for in here, I will also save a handful of them to move out there, so that we can have the U-pick garden also set up. And then, of course, starting seedlings so that we can sell them. That is the hope. I keep talking myself out of being able to do this, because to keep up with demand, there's only 5.5 of us. If you take that, there are some days I can't work. There's some days Naya can't work. There's some days my godpop can't work. And so we don't have all 6 of us fully functioning at all times. And so I keep psyching myself out that I'm not going to be able to keep up with demand. I got to quit thinking like that and just do a little bit every day so that we can keep up with it. Right now, I'm leaving this area here open for my bees. My brother and sister, if you did not see my reel, they sent me a beehive for Christmas. I bawled. But anyway, I'm going to leave. Okay, so from here all the way to the wall open. And then we're going to see if we can't cut like a doorway here. And then I want to keep my bees in that little section. So it's still protected by plastic or this stuff so that they wouldn't be out in the wind in the wintertime. But then if this can be kept open, they can fly in here straight into everything I'm growing in here. And then I want to put a door out here outside that I can leave open so that they can just fly in and out of there too, so that hopefully they can pollinate all of the U-pick stuff that's out there. So, oh gosh, I'm wheezing. Yeah, so that's where we're at. We're setting out the beds so that we can start piling them high, making our walkways, and then I gotta start planting. It's still not cold enough in here. Well, maybe at nighttime it is, but like right now, oh my gosh, it's like perfect. We're out here in t-shirts, huh? We're out here in t-shirts, and so I don't know if it's getting cold enough that it's gonna work for these tulips or not, but I have like 100. I have over 100 of red and white ones to plant in here. So we still got to finish cleaning and organizing all this crap up here. Husband's trying to see if he can get the heaters going so that when we do have seedlings, we can keep them alive. But yeah, we still have to till all of this so I can, get more soil in it and amend it with bunny poo and all that good jazz. But I think from here to that second set of cinder blocks is what we're going to keep as the store. And then the 6-foot beds times 4 beds going all the way down. So 6 foot wide with about 2 feet walkways. Basically the same walkways we have here going down the middle. But then as we are setting out our seeds and our plantlings and whatnot, I can say from the corner of this to, I don't know, like right here. So 5 feet, that's all going to be tulips. And then I'll leave a gap so that we can walk inside, harvest tulips or whatever on this side, and then come back out. And then that way we can try and make sure that we're not overwatering, leaves aren't getting wet. I can watch the soil in the little individual beds a little bit better, things like that. So yeah, anyway, gotta try and get used to where these are at, and we can start working on that. But we just gotta get the garlic and the tulips in. Flopsy, our little disabled bun, actually is starting to look a little bit better. So maybe he will right himself. Hey guys, we got to get him out of there. He's the only boy and the other 3 are girls, which is good because these guys can stay in a fluffle together. We cannot put these guys over there because it's freaking chaos. So we can keep these guys as tractor bunnies to move around the property outside like we're doing now. And he may be, he may become an indoor bun. We'll see what happens. I don't really need another boy, but we definitely do not want to. I am going to have husband separate even our cages out front, our rooms out front, so that they're not even side by side, because I do not want any more babies. We have 25 rabbits. And while they are good for manure making, they're a lot of work. Huh? It takes you guys, what, an hour to take care of them in the mornings?
Yeah.
About an hour? Well, it's taking longer right now because everything's freezing.
Yeah.
When it's not freezing, it doesn't take as long. So right now it sucks.
Yeah, yesterday we had to clean a shattered bottle out of one of the bunny cages. It was one of these blue bottles here. It was like completely exploded in one of the cages.
You got to make sure you leave gaps when you fill them up so that when it freezes, it's got room to move. Lame.
Yeah. And then we lost 2 because Adric dropped them and cracked them.
So do we have enough water bottles?
We only, we replaced the 2 that broke with one that we found in the garage. And
Okay.
we found like 2 in that storage shed. So we just need to replace one that broke. But otherwise...
What is Willow eating?
She's messing with the fence.
They look like they need another pine branch in there.
Okay.
I'll call Adric to do it.
Yeah, I think she's bored and wants to chew on something.
She needs to chew on something. I love the idea of, 6-foot beds going all the way up until it hits my cinder bricks. It's going to look amazing with all the different flowers side by side. And most of them, I mean, short of the bulbs, most of them I'm starting in the house so that I can control the spacing still and watch germination because it's really early to start stuff. But I want them big enough that when I get out here, I could actually have some spring flowers because we're trying to do the CSA. Look at these strawberries. They're still green.
I know.
We put the strawberries to bed.
We were dumping the ice water on them, so that could be the reason why they're still green.
Well, it's warm in here, too. That's why I'm worried about these bulbs. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I should just leave them outside. How cold is it when you come out in the mornings?
Early in the morning,
yeah.
Before 10 to 11, when we come at 9 or 8, it's actually still pretty chilly up here, so.
Okay, and so with our nighttime temperatures being in the negatives, that should still be cold enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't get warm in here until, like, today. Usually, if it's, like, staying a cold day, then it stays cold in here.
I wonder what the temperature is right now. I feel like it's like 50-something.
Feels like that in here. Because when you go outside...
It's much colder. Yeah, it was like 20... Well, actually now it should be 30s, I think. High 30s. Let me see what the temp is now. It's 61 in here right now. No, 51. It's 51 in here right now. Yeesh. Yeah.
But maybe that's just because of today, and today's maybe warmer than normal.
Yeah, it's supposed to get really cold for the next
few days.
Week, 10 days. It's supposed to be yucky cold. All right, so you only got a few more
things to uproot.
To pull up, yep, and throw them back there for the wild bunbuns to eat.
Okay.
And then
instead of throwing them in the barrel?
No, you can put them in the barrel and then roll the whole barrel up there for them.
Oh, that barrel you were having us go and dump, like, out towards the tree.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I want it to go.
Okay.
All of these plants you're pulling up can go in there and then up there for the wild rabbits.
Okay.
Not our bunnies.
Okay.
The wild bunbuns. No. The doves have been picking around in it too. So.
Really?
Yep. But then we might have to try and move the girls up here. I'll start tilling and see how long my lungs hold out. I don't know. My lungs still have not been right after getting COVID. And that was in August and we're in December now. It's almost like it made my asthma worse. So I'm struggling. And now the humidity with it being higher and we're getting snow and everything like that, I'm wheezing so much more than I ever have. So I don't know. I gotta start seeing if I need to get my asthma under more of a long-term medication and not just a rescue inhaler or what, but I'm squeaking a lot. Oh, hey, where are the chains? The chains to hang the lights in the house. You said you thought you knew where they were at.
Oh.
Hi, Floyd. Hi, baby. It's a good girl, huh? Hi, girls. What are you doing? Oh, it's all right. Hey, sweet girl. Hey, sweet girls. Hi. Yeah. There's nothing like a bunny fluffle, huh? There's nothing like a bunny fluffle. Look at sweet girl. Hey. Sweet bun buns. Hey, sweet bun buns. Hey. How are ya? Uh-huh. I know I haven't been out here in like a week.